if y'all have any opinions or anything like that, just nothing negative, because everything that, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you have anything negative to say, it's just gonna get deleted. All the hater comments, if you're trying to be smart in the it's gonna get deleted. It's gonna get deleted. Okay, don't come on here trying to make me feel dumb or make me feel like I don't know what I'm doing. Of course I don't know what I'm doing. This is the first time I've been going through this situation. I'm young, okay? I'm learning. So all the smart comments, all of that, it's gonna get deleted. I'm just saying. We're not doing that here. If your criticism isn't productive criticism, delete. Grand rising, y'all. So I just got out of the DMV, and I got out of the DMV to basically ask all of my questions regarding the situation. So I have all of the paperwork here, right? And including the registration paper that they actually left in the van. I have the registration certificate from the previous owners of the van, not the dealership, but the previous owners before that. So I went ahead, did a quick Google search on the names, the registered owner that's on here, did a quick Google search, was able to find a number of one of the listed registered owners. I call him and I explain him to the situation, and he basically says that he had traded in this car. They got a loan out on the car, that the dealership paid off the loan or something for their car, and they traded it in and they got a new car. And on their new car, it's been a month and they still have not received the title for their new vehicle, right? So that's so far what I know. So he said that he was going to, check on his end and then give me a call back. So that's great. It's been a handful of y'all to say that basically stay away from that dealer, file a claims, call the police. And I'm with y'all, because at this point, I understand if they are trying to make it work, but for y'all who have any sort of faith in the dealership, I am going to post their Google business listing down below in the description box. I advise you to go to their Google business listing and look at their reviews. Don't look at the 5-star reviews. They're either all 5-star reviews or they're all 1-star reviews. When you look at the 1-star reviews, it's literally word for word everything that I'm experiencing with my situation. People buy cars, they break down, they don't receive their title within a timely fashion. Somebody had said that it's been 3 months and they still have not received their title, which means that they don't legally own the vehicle, which means that if they get pulled over and they're not able to show valid registration, if they get pulled over and they can't prove that they are the legal registered owners of the car, then they get a ticket. And somebody had said that they received 2 tickets so far. Somebody had literally said that their car broke down, they offered to fix it, and they drove off and it still wasn't fixed. Some other person said that they offered to fix it, they returned the car and they basically never got their car back, but they financed and they put a down payment and they never got their down payment back. Y'all, you get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they are committing fraud. They're selling cars that they know that don't work. It's very shady. Obviously, their mechanic is not experienced or very shady, because the people that have went back to try and get their car fixed, their car was not fixed, or they kept their car and did not receive any refund. So at this point, I also looked at one other review on there, another 1-star review, but they have 2 locations. They have one in Miami and they have one in Washington. I looked at the reviews for the one in Miami, and one of the reviews said that they literally had to call the police. And once they called the police actually told them that they had to go there multiple times because of the same situation. And once they called the police, they were able to actually get their refund. Ridiculous. So yeah, y'all, I'm gonna get back to y'all after I call Pick and Pull. So I called Pick and Pull, and honestly, they did not give me enough information to... First of all, the Pick and Pull that I called, they're on the edge of Oregon, and essentially they're about 120 miles away. They're 120 miles out. Not only that, but they don't have a compatible engine. So essentially, I went online to just do a random, regular Google search of the engine, my engine model, which is a 2008 Toyota Sienna XLE all-wheel drive 3.5 liter engine. And for one that has 127,000 miles on it, it's going to run about $1,600 plus $300 in shipping. So I know that there are cheaper engines out there. I do know this. And also that one that I saw also comes with a warranty. So I know that there are cheaper engines out there. However, the engine that they found me was an engine that was around like 100,000 miles. And I looked at the same website that I found the one that has 127,000 miles, and I found one that has 102,000 miles. And that one is about 2,500 plus the, no, it's 2,200 plus the $300 in shipping, which basically matches the quote that the current mechanics gave me. So at this point, the current mechanics, they're doing the best that they can. They pretty much check out, right? They pretty much check out. They're also going to replace the water pump, and they're going to replace a lot of different things. Let me go ahead and pull up the paper. I'm going to pull up the paperwork. I don't know where I have it, but it's somewhere in this car. Let me go ahead and pull up the paperwork and I'll be right back. They also have to remove and replace the all-wheel drive aspect. That is going to cost $110. Shop supplies, a possible $500 or less. The heater and hoses is going to cost $259, and the water pump is going to cost $192. Honestly, y'all, like, this is a lot. This is a lot. I'm going to go on Kelley Blue Book and see how much the car would be worth in the event it only had 100,000 miles on it. And then I'm going to go from there. But right now, option 1 is I demand a refund. Option 2, just take the L, right? And I allow the mechanic to fix the car and I come up with the money. Option 3 is I try to talk to the dealer and see if he can give me a partial refund or something, pay for something, because he already agreed on text messages. I will put right here, okay? He already agreed to pay for the radiator in order to get the car out of the shop, even after he said that they should put back on the old radiator so that I basically don't have to pay for anything. But dude, sir, that is still extra labor that they have to do to put back on the old radiator after already replacing the new with the new radiator. Option 4 is I take this legally and I contact the Washington police, as well as I file some sort of small claims to see if I can reclaim some of that money back if they don't want to willingly give me a partial refund. Those are my options. So the fact that they're replacing all of these things, it makes it feel like the car is worth the money. But I'm only going to find out unless I put the Kelley Blue Book. So I'm going to figure that out really quick. So far, I have called some attorneys. I called one that finally picked up the phone. So it was only $30 just so that they can review my documents. So they're going to reach back out to me when the attorney is back in office. But I went ahead and I went on Kelley Blue Book to assess the actual value of the van in the event that, everything was correctly inputted into the system as far as the mechanical issues of the van. Kelley Blue Book does not value cars. They don't estimate the value of cars that are in poor condition. And essentially this car was in poor condition considering how severe the cost of the repairs are going to be. It was in very bad condition, in very poor condition. So after I talked to the registered owner of the Sienna, he basically informed me, because he's an older guy and he's been dealing with, dealerships and purchasing cars a lot longer than I have. So he basically just said that I should just go with the mechanic that I trust the most, because he even took the van into a mechanic and they basically told him that he needs to replace the water pump and stuff like that. And there was just a whole different thing. So I think it's just a cocktail of things that he was already dealing with that van. that mechanics just failed to actually fix and actually like look at and look into. But I am 100%, after speaking with him, I am 100% positive that the dealership that I bought the van from knew that the car had issues, but they just did not disclose those issues, or their own mechanic, when looked at the vehicle, didn't really understand exactly what he was looking at, and then just did not wasn't able to like see or understand the issues that the car had. Because mind you, the dealer requested me to send over the detailed like description of exactly what's going on with the car, so he can give it to his mechanic. So one part of me wants to have faith and try and get the dealer to fix the car for me, but another part of me wants stability, right? At all costs, right? I just want stability. And I understand that it would be a lot cheaper for the dealer to literally have his mechanic fix it, but he literally told me like there's just too many red flags, because he literally told me that, for one, it's only going to take a couple of days to basically for them to sort out the whole engine problem, while my current mechanic said that it was going to take over a week to sort out the engine problem. For second, the dealer said that was only going to cost them $1,500. Mind you, I'm paying like $2,600 for parts and $2,800 for labor, and then plus the job and the parts for the radiator, totaling almost $7,500. So it's not really adding up. And the fact that I just haven't heard from them, they keep trying to delete my Google reviews. I'm trying my best to like mediate with them, but they're not trying to mediate with me. I'm gonna try, and the next time that they reach out, I'm just gonna try and see if they can just give me a partial refund, or just help me with these freaking repairs, because otherwise I'm just gonna have to do the repairs on my own, and then eventually file a freaking small claims with the district court in Washington. Have to file a small claims, which is going to cost me I think it's going to cost me about $80. I think it's either $50. I think it's $50. It's going to cost me $50 to basically file this small claims in the district. But I am so happy because one of you actually sent me $100 on PayPal, and I am so freaking grateful, because I can actually use that money to proceed with the court listings. So thank you to Orlando for sending me $100. I'm definitely going to utilize those funds to proceed with the court small claims, as well as there's something else. I think it's like a civil lawsuit. I actually did speak to the sheriff department in Washington, and you know what the sheriff department in Washington told me? The sheriff department literally told me like the whole street that the whole street that the dealership is on, there's a whole bunch of other dealers over there, and he actually told me that he got stiffed in that area. He didn't say what dealer, but he said that he got stiffed too in that area. And I'm just thinking like, he got stiffed, and mind you, he's with the sheriff's department, like he's a sheriff, and he got stiffed. The previous owner of the van told me that he, was having problems with mechanics and dealers. So it's just like, it's disgusting, because he even mentioned, the previous owner of the van, when I spoke to him on the phone, he even mentioned like, why in the world are people like unemployed and struggling to find jobs, but then people want to turn around and be like shorthanded, like mechanics are shorthanded, so they're doing half jobs. You know what I'm saying? So it's just ridiculous. I know I will get this sorted out. Especially thanks to y'all's help. I really appreciate all of you guys' suggestions, all of y'all's help, the emotional support, because this is a lot for me to handle, but I know I will get through this. And I know that it sounds ridiculous to put $7,500 in repairs, but the way I see it is either this, right? These are the options. These are the realistic options, right? I already paid for the radiator job. It's already done. So I'm going to owe at least $863 or something just to have the radiator replaced, right? So the radiator is replaced. However, the car is still technically not functionable, right? So in the event I sit up here and sell the van for however much I could sell it, in the event I'm even able to sell it in this small town, right? In the event that I'm able to do that, first of all, I'm going to have to wait a long time for it to actually sell. for one. For two, in the event it does sell, I'm going to have to wait for it to sell and then receive the money from that and combine it with the money that I'm making now and the money that I have to then look for another car, which is a whole other process in itself. Even if I allow the dealership to potentially fix it, a lot of y'all's, intuition is saying that, they're going to fuck it up more, or they're going to basically keep the car and give me the runaround, which that's exactly what I was thinking. And I don't really trust them. So I'm like, I'm not trying to do that either. I'd rather just keep the van, do the repairs. At least with that, I can also do my small claims. I knew my intentions for this van was for it to last a long time. So if I have to put in the repairs, then at least I know everything is new, everything works, everything is reliable, and I know for a fact that I'm going to maintain the vehicle up to like tip-top shape, because I am just tired of having vehicles that are breaking down on me. Like I said, my first car, I actually ended up getting in an accident, and I had State Farm, and they took forever to pay out my my uninsured motorist coverage, because the person that freaking totaled my car didn't even have insurance. Like, really? That's crazy. That's wild. But yeah, they didn't have insurance, so they ended up paying me out $3,500, like literally 3 months after, and I was stuck in my apartment with no car. Anyway, it's messy. It is messy. But yeah, I just, once I get this vehicle, I plan on maintaining it to the T. I don't want to have to worry about buying another vehicle anytime soon. So that's just kind of where I'm at when it comes to both of my vehicles. And as far as my other car, I could technically get it registered and sell it. But at this point, with the economy, that car has been running like a champ. I bought that car for $500, ma'am. And it's been running like a champ for the past, 8 months? So I'm just going to put a little work into it and put a little maintenance into it. And yeah, we're going to keep it pushing. And because it's nice to have like a backup, car, even though I'm not driving it. It's just nice to have a backup. So I'm going to keep that car. Because, yeah, being carless when I'm trying to be nomadic is just not an option. So I'm sorry if this vlog is extremely long. I just wanted to make sure that I update y'all on everything that's going on. So yeah, if y'all have any other suggestions, if y'all have any opinions or anything like that, just nothing negative, because everything that, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you have anything negative to say, it's just gonna get deleted. All the hater comments, if you're trying to be smart in the it's gonna get deleted. It's gonna get deleted. Okay, don't come on here trying to make me feel dumb or make me feel like I don't know what I'm doing. Of course I don't know what I'm doing. This is the first time I've been going through this situation. I'm young, okay? I'm learning. So all the smart comments, all of that, it's gonna get deleted. I'm just saying. We're not doing that here. If your criticism isn't productive criticism, delete. I am going to end it here. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day, and I'll talk to y'all. I don't know. I don't want to do like a daily thing, because honestly, like, I just want to come on when there's major updates. But anytime there is a major update, I will come on here and update you guys on everything that's going on. But right now, I'm just trying to work, gather these coins, okay? And, hope for the best, pretty much. So yeah, I'll talk to y'all in my next video. Bye.